What's going on today, YouTube? Today what you see in front of you is my typical setup for when I'm gonna sort out some baby dubia. The blue bin will be the breeding colony, one of my breeding colonies. What I do is take the egg crates from out of that bin, dump the contents from the egg crate into this bucket, the empty one, and then from that bucket pour the contents into this strainer. That strainer is only going to allow the very small babies to slide through, which will collect in the empty bottom of this other container. And then I'll feed those babies off and put the adults back into the breeding colony. The adults in bigger nests. But today's video is not going to be mainly about that. I do want to take you guys along on something that I've thought about. On Facebook, I'm in a lot of tortoise groups, and I own 3 Russian tortoises. One of my females is a very big Russian tortoise, well, the biggest I've ever seen. So I'm gonna weigh them today. I mainly want to weigh the big one, but I'm gonna weigh the other ones just to weigh them as well. This is one of my Egyptians, my females. But yeah, I want to weigh them. I'm gonna weigh them all and compare it to what's the biggest ones I can find online. Because from pictures and things I've seen, I've never seen one as big as her. So I just want to check it out and just out of curiosity. So I'm gonna go weigh them right now. I think I got a scale in the kitchen. Yeah, I do. I'm gonna go. Let's go downstairs. And I got a technique that I learned. You may have seen it before, but I learned it when I had my leopard tortoises and was selling them. People wanted to know the weights. It's hard to get a weight on it because they always move. But it's a little trick you can do to keep them still. Let me see. Take the battery down. And this is going to be the key part to weigh them. You're going to put either like a can, you can use a can food jar, or a can, you can use a jar similar to this. Turn the scale on. So it starts at 0 because once you put in the extra weight on there, it's going to go off the way. So I'm going to start with the smallest one, which is the male. Relaxing. And so kick that. I'm starting with the smallest one, which is the male. It's right here. Want to say hi to the people? What's up, man? Turn the scale on. So he's 400. See, this way they can't get any traction with their feet. Just set them on there. He's 421 grams. $421 grams. We're gonna go let them come over here because they're looking for some food, so they'll come to me. You going last, big mama? And you can tell male and female by the size of the tail. These ones don't really get no deep concave on the shell, but look at the length of his tail versus the length of this one's tail. It's a little short tail, and also the shape right here, the shape of the shell, how it goes in an oval versus triangle. The male's always a triangle right there. See it? Let me put him on his back real fast. This right here, the triangle, versus the circular shape right here. That allows the egg to pass through the shell faster. And I got this girl over here, so I'm gonna weigh her next. Turn it on. 0. So she's 1,008 grams. Now time for the big female. It's on 0. Guess in the comments how many grams. Hurry up. Pause the video. 1,969 grams. Big girl. Nice clear eyes. I always, when I come out here and I check on them, I always look at their eyes. The tortoises, you can always tell by the nostrils and the eyes if there's any sickness or anything like that. But I just wanted to show you guys that. I'll bring them some greens out here later. She's mad, she's going to hide. I'm gonna put some water in here while I'm out here. It's drying up. If you're setting up a tortoise enclosure, the tortoises like to walk around the edges. So when you put like rocks and stuff inside, make sure you leave enough gap for them to walk all around everything. Even the water bowl has a gap, so they can walk around the whole enclosure. And like I said, I like to spray it down. I like to spray it down out here. Keep it a little bit more moist. Just in case the females want to lay, they can dig in this soil. The soil is real hard out here in Las Vegas. And I spray them off a little bit too. So crazy how much color come out when they're wet. I'm gonna water my flowers over here. Pretty sure this one is not gonna make it. I'm gonna water it anyway. Hopefully it comes back. Okay, after filming that last part of the video, I went and did some research on Google. Just try to see the sizes of the Russians. And they go by length, not weight. So back out here to weigh the big female to get her length. And I can't find my tape measure, so I'm using a meter stick. So I'm just gonna flip her over. And the adult females get about 10 inches. Let's see how close she is. Okay, so she's about 7.5, so she still got a ways to go. A little bit more. Right there. Close to 8. So she got like 2 more inches to go, so she's not the biggest Russian tortoise, but she's the biggest I ever seen at any reptile show that I went to, any pet store that I've been to. So if you got a tortoise, if you got a Russian tortoise and if you got a Russian tortoise, comment down below the length of her and if it's big. I'm curious to know. But I thought this would have been the biggest one since I never seen another one this size. But she had 2 more inches to go. So see these guys going under here. Nothing. Alright, so now it's time to sort these dubia to get some babies out. I'm gonna just shake them off in here, put the contents into the strainer, let the babies collect, and then feed the babies off. Alright, now once I got them in here, you can see it's a good amount of babies inside of there. So I'm just going to pour them inside of this strainer. And they're going to pretty much self-sort themselves out. Okay, got the collection. Now it's time to get them into the cup and with some calcium. And I'm gonna feed a couple of them free running, and then I'm gonna try some escape-proof cups. I'm just gonna leave those in there and see how they adjust to them. This will be my first time using them. Okay, here go the escape-proof cups I was telling you about. They come in 2 different pieces. This is the actual cup part of it. And then it has a plastic lid, like a ring with a hole in it. And then you put it on top like that and snap it together. I'm gonna go ahead and put some dubia inside of here. You can put super worms and stuff like that as well. But this is my first time using it, so I wanted to feed the dragons my normal way to make sure they eat. I'm just gonna put that in here, and I'm gonna pretty much like pay attention to how much is in here and see if they're using the bowl or not. It's a very good idea. If you're interested in getting some of these, here's a link. You can follow this website and also use the discount code to get 10% off. Go ahead and use it.